This is happening, people. All right. Going live. Here we go. It's setting up my webinar for Facebook Live. Let me check and see. Are we live? Did we do it?
So.
Did this work?
I think it worked.
Oh, we're live. Yay!
Technology at its finest.
It worked. Yay, yay, yay. Game of twins. Game of twins. Game of twins. I'm sorry. I love your shirt.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are big Game of Thrones fans in our house. Actually, the whole mom squad, I think, in general, we're big Game of Thrones fans. So that
we are too. The boys have matching onesies.
And what do their onesies say?
Game of Twins.
Okay, well, and then everybody's coordinating.
Yeah, everyone's coordinating.
All right, guys, we are live with Anthony, who is a stay-at-home dad of twins. Oh, yes, they do exist. All right, and Anthony, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today. And we are here. Oh, well, no, the pleasure's all mine. I mean, give me a break. You're awesome. You've got babies right there. So kind of busy. Yeah.
Oh, I'm both sleeping at the same time.
Oh, no. Don't say that because you know what's going to happen now.
No, it's all right. My relief's upstairs.
Tweet, tweet, tweet. That's what we say in my people. We do it. Poo, poo, poo. Knock on wood. Okay. So we are here today thanks to our friends at Pampers who have brought us the hashtag Stinky Booty Duty Father's Day celebration. So today we are celebrating dads, twin dads, singleton dads, all dads, but mostly twin dads. I mean, come on, who are we kidding? Because that's what we do. That's who we are, right? Like we're the 3%. So
our people.
It's our people. Like we've got to celebrate our own people, right? And thanks to Pampers, we're giving away tons of diapers today. Today in the feed, we're going to be giving away more diapers. We're going to be giving away some extra giveaways. And we're doing it also on our Facebook page and on our Instagram page. So Great. We're giving away diapers every hour. Okay, so you guys need to make sure you're checking out our pages because every hour we announce a new winner and then we post a new question for you to answer for your chance to win more diapers. And then tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern, make sure you check back to our Facebook page or our Instagram because we're going to be announcing our grand prize giveaway and the prize is ridiculous. It is like, but like I want to win this prize. Like I kind of want to enter just so I can pick myself. I don't know.
I'm going to throw my name in the ring.
Well, cross your fingers. You might get lucky, Anthony. So thanks to Pampers. Here I have I like to call it the Leaning Tower of Pampers. We've got our Easy Ups, which are for potty training kids. We've got Baby Dry, classic. Cruisers, love it. Swaddlers and Swaddlers Overnight. Did you know that this is a thing? Like Swaddlers Overnights. Like these are like, wow, that's great. Didn't know they had those. And then we've got, of course, Swipes, which you will never stop buying.
Never.
Until they go to college, maybe? I don't know. I still use them on my kids because they have just shit all over their face. Stuff.
We are a Pampers household. I brought up one of the 5 leaning towers of cases in our basement. It looks like possibly a Pampers warehouse exists in the good portion of the front of my basement.
Does it kind of look like maybe you like ransacked a Pampers truck and just like knocked out the driver and just kind of like took off with the rest of the Pampers?
It does. And then in the other part of the basement, it looks like someone robbed a Toys R Us.
Well, and now they're gone. So, yikes.
All right.
Poor rest in peace, Toys R Us, for real though. Okay. So we are here today to talk about being a dad and twins and all of those awesome things. If you have questions for Anthony, please post them in the comments. Now, I want to get started. I have a little list of questions here for Anthony because I love scripts. And our first question for you, Anthony, is what are your top tips for diapering twins?
Top tips for diapering twins. Well, just because it smells like it needs to be changed is not always so. So I give the corner peek. I definitely, right now they're on sync. They poop at the same time in the morning.
That's amazing. That never happened to my kids, but I've heard of this.
So it is, I've heard of it. I've Googled it. I don't know how it happened, but however it is, they poop at the same time. And I have one crier that won't sit in the poop or pee diaper for more than about 2 minutes. So if you're lucky to have one of those, that's the first one that gets changed. My baby A, Dominic, he will sit in a diaper all day long. He doesn't even, I don't think, know that he's dirty until you go and check. So he's the second to get changed. But always have some routine with changing them and let it be the same, I think, every day. It makes it easier. They know when they're lying on the changing pad that it's time to get changed. We have a mobile above it, so they know that means that they're getting changed and the process is almost over. In the beginning, they weren't big fans of it, but definitely one at a time, and try to pick the one that will cry the least first.
Really? It will cry the least first. What's your thought process behind that?
If they cry the least first, because the other one is easier. If he seems like he's stirring, I can do more, like put a pacifier in him in the boppy lounger, put the music on. They're kind of confined on the pad.
Yes. Okay, I get it.
There's not much entertainment.
How old are your twins?
They're actually 4 months today.
Oh my God.
4 months today.
You make me feel so tired. Are you tired? I mean, I don't even know why.
They're tired.
Of course you are. We all are.
They're tired. This is Dominic, and that's Mateo.
Oh my God, they're so sweet. 2 boys.
2 boys. Identical 2 boys.
I've got 2 boys. They're back there, up on the wall. That's when they were 3. Now they're 5.5. So, but it's awesome. They are just like, boys love people. They're like lovers. They're so sweet, and they're just I love having boys. It's exhausting. They're
finding each other now. Like, so Mateo was crawling into Dominic's boppy lounger when I came out of the bathroom today.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, so, caught me by surprise.
I think it's really funny to me. Like, I kind of assumed when I had twins that they were going to like know that the other one existed. That took a while.
Yeah.
That was kind of a shock to me. I was kind of like, oh, right. They're babies. So they don't care about anybody but themselves.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
They're like clueless, totally clueless that the other one even existed for so long. And then all of a sudden one day it was like, oh, there's somebody
there.
Has he been there the whole time?
Right.
Who are you?
Well, I'm waiting for the moment when they do that, initial look at each other and realize and point. It's like the undocumented milestones that only twin parents go through.
Exactly.
It's
and
like
those are the milestones that keep you going.
Yes.
Like, those are the things where you're like, okay, they smiled. I can go another 3 weeks now. Like, it's going to take me through. Okay, cool. So we are going to do our first giveaway. I'm just going to check and make sure that Laura is with us because I haven't heard anything. I just want to double check that someone's going to be there to pull winners. I think she is. Laura's pretty good about that kind of stuff. Okay, so we are going to do a giveaway. One person is going to win 2 packs of Pampers diapers. So that is about the equivalent of, I think, $26 in Pampers diapers. So not bad, huh? All right. So if you would like to win some Pampers, because when we do this, because we want to make sure that, if people watching really their kids aren't in diapers anymore, then maybe they don't want to enter. So if you want to enter, say, I love Pampers. We'll just say I love Pampers. I think I did that last hour. I'm not too creative with the sayings. That's more Nat's thing. Like, she's really good with like, say blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, where does she come up with these things? Just say I love Pampers. And Laura is going to pick one winner to win 2 packs of diapers. So now we're going to keep going. And there's going to be more prizes. So don't go anywhere. Okay, cool. All right, Anthony. Next question. How do you manage diaper changes on the go with twins? Number 1, have you gone out with them much?
So from when they were little, I have like a little mantra and a hashtag is that hashtag have twins will travel. Yes. So I go everywhere and anywhere. And like many other twin parents, sometimes there are make it work moments for them to be changed. Luckily, some of the big box stores or department stores have a family bathroom that I can fit my peg prego in. It just kind of goes right in, and they have a changing table, and I can change them. But we've changed, Yeah, pretty much anywhere. If it's time to change. But the diaper pads that fold up, you can buy them and they Velcro. They're a little cushiony. I keep 2 in the bag just for some sort of reason in case I am changing and happen to leave one behind in the midst of having a twin crisis. And then there's always another one. Or they sell disposable changing pads. You kind of just throw down. They're a little cushiony, but they're disposable. You just throw it down, then you throw them in the garbage. But good to know that when you're going somewhere to a store specifically, that where your bathroom is, and if you're going to the store, do they have a changing table station?
Yes.
Some stores don't, and I've encountered that before. And you do a gracious little nod to the management to think of other parents that come in. Some have been receptive to my comments, others have not.
That's something that really doesn't get talked about enough, that they're so infrequently changing tables in men's rooms.
Well, I got told in one store, the changing table works in the ladies' room. So I told the man, I said, well, I guess then I should go outside and become a lady so I can come back in and change my child. And he stared at me and said, I don't know what you want me to tell you. And I said, well, your desk looks pretty good. So the next time I come in, this is where I'm changing. And I hope it's number 2.
2 number 2s.
Two number 2s.
I'm gonna hashtag that. That's a number 4. We're gonna call that. That's trademarked by me now. So that's very frustrating.
Very.
That's kind of like, what would we call it? Like reversed sexism. I don't even know what you would call it. Because, and especially as it's just becoming more and more common for dads to be the primary caregiver for their baby or babies. And that's gotta really suck. And I apologize from the world to you for that. So, I think it's really great, though, that you're pointing it out. And I really encourage all of you out there, anytime you go into a store and there isn't a changing room in the men's room, to mention it. Because only by people mentioning it is change going to happen.
Right, exactly.
So keep at it, man. You're doing a great job. You're doing good. No,
warriors for changing tables.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So, Kelly Schrum. Congrats, Kelly. Won the Pampers diapers. Yay,
Kelly.
All right. And we're going to do another giveaway. All right. Who's ready for more free stuff? What do we say when we have prizes? Prize time. Prize time. I'm being Nat right now.
Yes. Yeah, you are.
I don't think I really pull off the whole prize time thing. I feel kind of, I don't know. It's really a Nat thing. Like, she can really pull that off. But so what we're going to give away, we're going to have 2 different winners. Okay. This is for 2 Twin Dad t-shirts from our friend Twin Dad Joe. He's at the Dad Guide to Twins. That's one of them. It's Anthony knew we were doing this, and you can thank him later, Joe. He's wearing the Game of Twins shirt. So that's one of the shirts that Joe offers on his website. Twin T-shirt company.com, I believe. If I'm wrong, you can tell me so. I apologize in advance. It's the one thing I forgot to do today, was to confirm the actual URL. But you can also find a link
on his website too.
Oh, right. If you go to Dad's Guide to Twins.com. Right. Laura's going to put a link in the comments so you could check out his shirts. And he also has the book. You have a copy of the book there?
Yeah. Dad's Guide to
Raising Twins. And then there's just the Dad's Guide to Twins, period.
Twins,
so,
yeah. So
those will make really good, Father's Day gifts. Also, Nat wrote a little book. I don't know if you've heard of it, but of course I don't have a copy right now.
Oh, mine's next to the Bible on the shelf. Do you want me to get it?
What to do when you're having two. I'm not sure if that's showing backwards, but it says
Nope.
What to do when you're having two. So this is Nat's book. If you have a dad who's expecting twins, this is also a really great book for dads or moms. So there you go.
Very helpful.
That wasn't planned. That was off the cuff. I hope Nat's Okay. So I should probably tell you what to say if you want a t-shirt, because I did not do that last time around. So if you want a Twin Dad t-shirt from Twin Dad Joe, just say, I want a t-shirt. Just say, I want a t-shirt. And you'll get to pick out whatever t-shirt you want from his website. So go ahead and say, I want a t-shirt if you want to win. Laura's going to pick 2 winners, and that's it. All right. So let's keep going. Okay. Anthony, I want to talk specifically about your experience as a stay-at-home dad of twins. So can you tell us a little bit about your journey from the beginning with your twins and being at home with them all the time and what your experience is?
Sure. Use the word journey. It was a journey. Me and my husband, after we got married, knew that there was going to be a process in order for us to have a family. And we knew that surrogacy was the way to go. We went to a few conferences, one in Manhattan, Men Having Babies. .org. They have a conference that travels all around the country and then all around the world. It's kind of like an expo for surrogacy, adoption, and IVF. So they have
cool.
You go to meet everybody. We fell in love with Circle Surrogacy and Oregon Reproductive Medicine. Dr. Hessler, based in Portland, Oregon. Even though we're obviously from New York, I found a really great relationship, as well as their statistics are phenomenal for twins, which we did want. We did want to have a family and start with twins. And it was a process in the beginning. You go through finding an egg donor. It's a little bit like online shopping. So it's very strange to find out what 2 gay men are in the room together, trying to find out which profile of a female that they think is pretty and looks attractive, as if we were going to go on a date with her. It was comical for me and my husband to joke about, well, I think she's pretty, and I think she's pretty. And we decided on our egg donor, and we were matched with a surrogate. And after that, we created our embryos. We went through IVF, pregnant on the first try, and poof, came Dominic and Mateo.
Like magic.
We flew out. We were present in Portland for the birth. Probably the single greatest moment of my life. We were in the delivery room, both of us, for her vaginal delivery. And it was really something that I will never forget. And after that, we stayed out there for a week. My parents were there. My husband's parents were there as well. We flew back as a clan and came home to our house here in New York, and just went on raising our family pretty much like everybody else does.
Oh, that's phenomenal. And so your partner, was he home from work for a certain amount of time, and then was there that moment where he went back to work and suddenly you were by yourself?
He was home just for a little bit, few weeks, and we had used some vacation and time up for being out in Portland prior to the delivery, waiting for it to go into labor or be induced at that point. And he did, give the old goodbye and went about his full-time work schedule. He works about 11 hours a day, 10, 11 hours a day. And I, at that point, officially put on the hat of stay at home.
So how was that first day?
Terrifying.
Tell me about it.
Terrifying. So I'm a registered nurse, and I worked in high risk obstetrics and the NICU for a little bit in the beginning of my career. So it wasn't so much the necessarily taking care of the babies or the health. It was that there were 2 of them, and you're usually, when at work, you're taking care of 1 baby at a time, feeding 1 baby, giving 1 baby medicine, talking to parents about 1 baby at a time.
People still do that? 1 baby at a time?
Yeah, the world of singletons. And now it was 2 of them. So I tried from the very beginning to establish a routine. And that's kind of what was my saving grace, was keeping the routine. But in the beginning, it was getting used to the one crying, then the next one crying, one stopped crying, the next one stopped crying. At that point, I was feeding 1 at a time because they were too small. Just fed 1 at a time, and it was, by the time you were done, ready to feed again, and it was just a round of Groundhog Days in the beginning, just trying to get used to what life was like at home, taking care of them. mind you, life has to go on besides just caring for the both of them. So, food shopping, laundry occasionally, when for them. Me, laundry took a backseat, but their laundry, trying to keep the house clean. I was at home taking on the homemaker role, if you will, but being the primary caregiver, trying to get everything else done that needs to get done in the day. But, we learned to live in the mess for a little bit in the beginning. And then once the routine kind of came through, life became a little bit easier.
Yeah. And did you have any help while you were home during the days?
So we did not hire any help. I had no baby nurse or night nurse. There was no overnight nurse. My parents and my husband's parents were around to come help us from time to time. And they, came and gave some relief so we could take a nap, do some laundry, something, walk outside by myself just for a minute if I needed a breath. But mostly it was me. And then when my husband comes home from work, he helps with the feedings. He does we have a little schedule. Everything before 3 a.m. is me. Everything after 3 a.m. is him. So, and then he does the morning feeding so I can stay in bed and get some sleep. And he's off to work for the day. And then I put the hat back on.
So this is a question you're not anticipating, by the way, I just made it up. How has being a stay-at-home dad of twins changed you as a person?
How has it changed me as a person? I don't sweat the small stuff anymore. And everything used to be about me, and then I got married and everything became about us. And now we are somewhere there, but everything is about them. And that's now the focus. You talk about college planning, and I whisper to them what I want you to be when they grow up. Everything is about them. And anything I do, planning, eventually they're going to start to eat, what foods they're going to eat, how I'm going to go about feeding, everything. The next step that I'm anticipating, their health and their safety is the priority. And our life revolves around them. And that's what we've always wanted, and wouldn't change it.
You're a really good dad. I can already tell. I mean, you really are doing everything for them. And you guys are, you're knocking it out of the park. I'm just like, look at you. You're rocking it. You probably don't feel like that most of the time, because I know when I was in that stage, I did not feel like I was rocking anything. But
no, it's nice to hear. The pediatrician last week was like, you guys are just doing so good. And it was nice to hear from her, who sees us once a month, that, we are doing a good job, and, we make it work. And we have our twin breakdowns where, they're both screaming and crying, and then they're both not being quiet. And we have our, times when it takes a village. And we're lucky we have neighbors that are fantastic and family nearby if we ever need anything. So it really does take a village.
That's really awesome. Well, awesome. You guys are doing so great. We're going to keep talking, but I want to do another giveaway. First of all, we had more winners of the t-shirts. Paul and Jenny, congrats, and enjoy your Twin Dad t-shirts. And now we're going to do another giveaway. We are going to be giving away some popcorn from Popcorn, Indiana. Ba-bam. This is the Popcorn, Indiana kettle corn. And I also got my hands on some Popcorn, Indiana black and white drizzle corn. This is basically crack in a bag. So this is popcorn, which is drizzled with chocolate, white chocolate and milk chocolate. So basically, if you buy this, you're going to eat the whole thing. I'm just telling you right now, it's like 1,000 points. So I pretty much killed all of my points for the day with this popcorn, but it's so good. Okay, so we are giving away 2 cases of popcorn. We're going to give 1 case away to one person of the movie theater butter popcorn, which is really good, but they didn't have it at the store today when I went. But we're also giving away 1 case of kettle corn, which is this kind. This is like the sweet and salty. So if you want to win some popcorn from Popcorn Vienna, all you gotta do is say, give me some popcorn. Give me some popcorn, baby. And if you have a preference of what flavor, tell me. Do you want movie theater butter or kettle corn? It'll just make it easier to let us know. All right, so give me that popcorn or give me some popcorn. Either way works. And Laura's gonna pick 2 different winners. Oh my God, it's a baby. I love babies.
Hi.
All right. Okay. So I want to talk to you for a minute about being a gay dad of twins. It is Pride Month, and at Twiniversity, we are very supportive of the LGBTQA+ community. Did I get all the letters in there? I think I did.
Yes.
And so we are especially proud to have you on today to, give us more of an insight. Hey, Dad.
Hi.
Dad and Dad. And I would like you to kind of speak to that, having twins and being dads in the gay community and what it means to you and your partner to have twins in that light.
Sure. So it was, it wasn't always easy when we were starting to form our family. We got a lot of, there's less gay married couples that have children that do. So right now we're finding our niche. We're thankful to social media and the outlets that they have for us to find groups and get-togethers and meetups. And, in the beginning we thought, we're just kind of, we live in New York City, but not in Manhattan. How are we gonna find friends with kids? How are we gonna? And then you realize that there are a lot of people like you, and you're not alone. And it's funny. It was similar to being young and coming out. I think where you think, how am I going to do this? And am I the only one like me? And are people going to accept me for this? And I think in the same way when we had them, it was, are people going to look at us any different? Are they going to treat us any different? And thankfully, the answer has been no. We get treated like a regular family. They get looked at and questions like, heterosexual couples. Are they identical? Is it a boy and a girl? The infamous questions that
we all hear.
Right. That you all hear. Can I touch? No.
Get your hands off of them.
And we found, communities within our community that are supportive and great. And this month has been an overflow of.
Speak of overflow.
Yeah.
There's something coming out of
Oh, goodness gracious. Look at this.
I could not have planned that better.
Yeah. An overflow
of spit.
Overflow of spit of things to do, whether it be picnics, park events, baseball games, gatherings in Central Park, gatherings out on Jones Beach, all over Long Island and New York. There's so much to do for the Pride community with children. And you realize that there are people out there just like you and just kind of want to live, just regular lives and raise our kids to be upstanding citizens and treat everyone like they would want to be treated. And so far, I think we're doing okay.
I love it. You guys make me proud in general. Like I'm proud to know you. I'm so happy for you guys. You guys are doing so great, and happy Pride.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, now, you ready for this? Here is my last question. What are your best tips for expecting and new dads of twins? Advice. If you met a dad expecting twins today or who just had new twins, what would you tell them? In all of your 4 months of amazing experience, what would you tell them?
So I definitely think that you need to find the resources that are out there and use them. So we took Nat's class in the city. We did her 2-day Twiniversity class. and we learned what it was going to be like raising two. And it's funny now because you talk to parents that have singletons and take everything what they say with a grain of salt. Your lives are very different. And what works for one does not always work when you have two. And you're shaking your head. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Been there. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The internet has its pros, and it can also be the devil. So don't believe everything you read. And in addition to don't believe everything you read, don't believe everything you hear. You are going to get a lot of advice from a lot of parents. And I kind of look at it like a salad bar. In order to make a good salad, you take a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And I went around and I took a little bit what I read in certain articles. Joe's book was great. Gave perspective about from the dad's end. And we are both two dads. So it was great to read his book and read about what was to come. I will say that I favor routine over schedule. I've favored routine with them from the beginning. And there was a time when the routine would start to veer off and I would just bring it back. So they know their routine is not really changed too much from when they were born. Feeding times changed. Activities have changed. Nap times have changed, but their routine doesn't. So I always tell people now I favor routine over schedule, meaning that they may not eat at this time if you're coming back from grandma's house, or they may not get a bath every Wednesday and but bath time routine is this, and then so they know that, okay, this is bath time. And it's worked for us. It's worked for us. Right now, we are getting sleep from last bottle at 8:00, and they sleep till 5:30 in the morning.
Woo! Oh my God, that's amazing. You guys are rocking it. I'm sorry, but you're doing really great.
Also, swaddle.
Until they're like 18 years old, right?
Yeah. If well, that's not swaddle and like tied to the front of the house. But I think swaddling has been great for us. It's worked for us. They love their swaddles, and they know when they're in a swaddle. I only swaddle at night, so when they're in the swaddle, they know it's bedtime and lights out.
Very interesting. That's like part of the whole cue system.
Right. So sleep associations is very big as well. I would tell parents to come up with some sleep associations so they know when it's bedtime and they know when it's not bedtime. Also, find your support. You have two of them. There's going to be days that are really bad, and then there are going to be days that are really good. And at some point at the end of the bad day, they're going to give you a little smile, or they're going to give you a little sound, and you're going to realize why you're doing this to begin with. But find your community, whether it's family, friends, know your key people that you can lean on. And if people ask to help you, hopefully they mean it and take them up on it. We were very lucky in the beginning to have a lot of people come over and help us bring food and, offer to take our laundry out to their house. And, genuine people want to help you, specifically when you have two.
Yes, absolutely. And give them an assignment.
Give them an assignment.
Tuesday, 7 p.m.
Yes.
Laundry.
Nat's book is great. It breaks things down in a real terms, real life. And that, it's sometimes you have to come up with some real interesting ways to soothe them, feed one while one's going crazy, and just kind of make it work. And at the end of the day, if you get a few hours sleep in, you have another day, just to start all over again and fix your mistakes maybe from the day before and go on. Right, Betty?
I like to quote Scarlett O'Hara, tomorrow is another day. Just always remember, there's always a tomorrow.
It is.
Always start over in the morning.
And that whatever you're going through passes. It does pass. You don't want to hear that in the moment, but if you can think about it, it's true. It does.
It's so true.
one stage passes and the next stage passes, and everyone is right. Time flies by.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that they're
really the only constant. The only thing you can count on is that things are going to change.
4 months ago, it feels like it just, I can't believe that it's been 4 months already. And treasure these, moments when they're this big, because what do people tell me? Small people, small problems, big kids, big problems.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. What oh my God, they're so precious. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been awesome. And I think we're just about ready to wrap this up. I got to pick my kids up. So
Great.
Go. Thank you so much, Anthony, for joining us. Thanks, whichever one you are. Dominic. I don't know. You know them apart, though, right, at this point, I hope?
I do.
It's not always so easy. We all know this, right? Thanks to Pampers for making this happen for us. This was so great. And don't forget, we still have giveaways all day today until 10 p.m. Eastern. They're going to be on our Facebook page and our Instagram. Go there now. Look for the posts that have the question in them that you can answer, and you can possibly win some diapers. And at 10 p.m. tonight, we are going to announce our grand prize giveaway. And you guys, it's going to be a pretty sweet prize. Even if your kids are out of diapers, you're going to want to stick around to check this out. And the contest will be open for 1 week, so you'll still have time if you can't make it tonight. So thank you, Anthony.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Twins. This was phenomenal. Happy Pride. Happy Father's Day.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes.
All right, guys. You take care, and we'll see you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.